Hi, and welcome to the next episode of Yarn Have a Geek podcast. My name is Laura. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Ravelry as Yarn Have a Geek. There is also a Ravelry group for the podcast in which you can find the show notes. So let's get started. All right, whips of the week. And basically this week, been working on 4. Starting off with the Wonder Woman wrap. I didn't get much done on it because I was actually busy working on actually a few of the other whips in the project, but I am getting near the finishing of this gold section. So hopefully by next week's episode, that section will be done and I'll be on the next section. Alright. The next one is actually something I casted on basically a few days ago. No, I casted it on Sunday, so it was a few days ago, but this is the start of Molly's Amazing Technicolor housecoat from the Charm Knits book, and it's based on Molly Weasley's housecoat from the Chamber of Secrets movie. Now, I actually picked up this yarn on Sunday at Michael's, the Loops and Thread Shabby in the color Cranberry, because it just matched the screen used one a little more accurately than the color suggested in the book. When it comes to recreating stuff that was used in movies and TV shows of knitwear, I do like to be a little more accurate than what they tell to use, but this was just too perfect. Like, I've almost got about 3 inches done, and this is actually for the Molly Weasley cosplay I'm making. That the full picture, once the full cosplay is done, pictures are going to be on the Lady Phoenix cosplay page on Facebook. But yeah, so right now I'm just on the back. But I'm just so happy I found the perfect color, because the pink that's used in the movie is pretty much exactly like this, or you'll get some hints of the white. It's not just the straight pink. And the fact that this was in the color Cranberry, and it was perfect. It was that perfect shade and a nice tonal. And next up, something I have shown here before, but I actually got a lot more done this past Sunday on it, and that is the Riku scarf from Final Fantasy X-2. So basically, it's just a long dream, but I am getting to the point where I'm finishing off the 5th repeat section, and we'll soon be on the 6th repeat section. So hopefully I will soon be halfway done this. Like I said, trying to get ready for Fan Expo, which is at the end of this month, beginning September. Alright, and we have one more finished object, and it's just because I started it, and just a few days ago, but I'm making more Jughead hats from Riverdale, using the new ball of yarn I got from Michael's. I forget when. I would have Actually, I have my show notes with me. Yeah, from last week. This is from the yarn I got last week. So, because I want to get a whole bunch of Jughead hats done before season 2 airs. And plus, I love making these hats. I memorized the patterns, so I can just take this on the go. But unfortunately, all of the yarn's big, so I have to find a way to. I just don't want to do all the mini skeins on my ball winder, just to travel with, because you never know with me when it comes to knitting. And that is it for Whips of the Week. Yeah, let's get on to the next section. Alright, finish object time, and I am finally going to show the finished object from my secret project. There's still technically 3 still left in the secret project group, but you know what, I couldn't wait. If you're following me on Instagram and Facebook, you will have already seen it, but I finished Rat Trap from Beast Wars. So basically, it just took me quite some time to just get all the coloring right, and also having to make the pattern for the rat head on the back and the body on the back. And yes, I included. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. But yep. And I was basically working off of a lot of the Beast Wars videos from YouTube, and one piece of fan art someone did, which was great for some of the details. But let's face it, my favorite part was making this. This was my favorite part to make, because I actually made the pattern for this. So I have 3 more in my special project set to make. I eventually will make like a Silverbolt, which is one of my favorite characters from Beast Wars, along with Black Arachnia. Because, let's face it, they were my favorite couple from the freaking show. So, this is the only finished object this week. But let's face it, it's Rat Trap, voiced by one of my favorite voice actors, Scott McNeil. So, yay. So, that's it for finished objects. And next up, new segment, and then finishing off this week's episode. Alright, so this is a new segment that I'll probably do every once in a while. It's basically going to talk about some future yarn projects I am planning further down the road. And well, it's gonna be basically it's me knitting up a design that was used in basically artwork for a comic series, which is the DC Bombshells, which I am a big fan of. All the artwork and the designs. And you will actually occasionally, let's face it, I actually wear the DC Bombshell Batwoman dress that was part of a Hot Topic collection a lot, along with the hat, because it's an amazing outfit and I love it. And I'm actually working on a pair of socks for it, because let's face it, if I can't find the pair of socks in person that character's wearing, I'm now gonna make them. But the net, well, that's on my DC Bombshell knits, but the one I am currently planning on is Killer Frost sweater from the DC Bombshell line. It's like, it is just amazing. Like, when I first saw the artwork on Facebook, okay, I just fell in love, and I knew I would have to knit it. And apparently, she's also got knitted leg warmers. So this is gonna be a double duty, a knitting thing of making the sweater and the leg warmers. Leg warmers are probably going to be a little bit easier, since I do need to make a color pattern design for the sweater. But I will probably make some more knits from DC Bombshells once I come across any more. But right now, this is the one I am doing next after I finish my Bombshell socks for Batwoman. So that way I can finally have a complete Batwoman outfit. But yeah, that is the only future project I want to talk about, because now I'll be able to start focusing some work on it, because that's part of the reason I'm doing the podcast, is to focus on some of my projects so that way I can get them done. Because sometimes I'm going to have days when I will have the odd days like I'm not going to work. But this podcast is just keeping me on track, keeping records of all my whips and what finished objects. And that is basically it for this week's episode. But may you all have a fabulous rest of the week. I will see you all next Wednesday. Stay crafty.